Welcome back to Never Enough Novels for a deep dive into the Book of the Month subscription box. I have been subscribing to this box for at least 3 years now, so I'm going to help you decide whether it's worth it or not for you. In this video, I'm going to cover all aspects of a Book of the Month subscription, everything from the cost and the different membership tiers to the variety of book choices you get to what's actually included and my experience with customer service so far. Plus, at the end, I'll share my 5 reasons why I do recommend getting this book box and why I love it so much. If you do use my referral link, you can try this book box for only $5, meaning you're going to get one of these brand new hardcovers for just $5. It's very easy to cancel, so if you don't like it, you don't have to keep going. But using my link will give you a chance to try it out for a very cheap price. You'll find that link down below, and make sure you hit like on this video and subscribe to my channel to see more bookish videos in the future. If you haven't heard of Book of the Month before, it is one of the most popular book subscriptions out there, and it's a pretty basic concept. So there are book subscriptions that have a lot of extras that come along with it, whether it's little gifts or self-care items. Book of the Month mainly focuses on the actual books. So with your subscription, you will get a choice of usually between 5 to 7 books each month that the Book of the Month team selects for you. They have a lot of early releases, so you might get a book before it actually comes out, as well as like buzzworthy books or books by really popular authors, so their selection is always top-notch. The basis of this subscription is that you get one hardcover book of your choice each month. One of the things that I love most about this, though, is if you don't like the choices one month, it is very easy to skip. So you're paying for this hardcover book, but it also ensures that you get something you will absolutely love and want to read. Let's dive into the cost. So it currently costs $15.99 a month to get a single credit for each month, and you can use that credit toward a hardcover book or an audiobook if you would like. Like I mentioned though, if you use my referral link in the description, you can grab your first book for only $5. At only $16 per month, though, you are paying less than what most hardcover books cost, even if you're buying them from Amazon or Target. So you're getting a good deal right off the bat with this one. But there are also a few ways to save a little bit of money. So for example, you can try the 2-credit plan, which is only $14.99 per month. So you're saving basically $1 per credit. So if you know that you're going to like a lot of the selections, or if you want to be able to choose a lot of books that you'll read each month, this might be a good option for you, because then you're only paying $15 per book. There also is an option for a longer period of time. So if you commit to a 12-month plan, then you'll get 12 credits, and they only cost $14 per credit. So again, you can save a little bit more if you're committed and want to pursue the subscription for a longer period of time. Like I mentioned, you can skip any month that you want. So if you sign up for the 12-month plan and find that there's not a book you want a certain month, you can skip it and that credit will roll over, ensuring that you still get your 12 credits no matter what. You just don't have to use them every single month. Let's talk a little bit about the types of books that you can choose from. So like I mentioned, you can use your credits on a hardcover book or on audiobooks. And each month, kind of towards the beginning of the month or like the very end of the month, there's this whole big to-do about which selections Book of the Month will choose. They have a variety of different people that contribute towards these selections. Sometimes it's celebrities or famous authors or just members of the Book of the Month team. And they try and pick a diverse selection of books. The choices always represent multiple different genres, different topics, and different types of representation. There's usually at least one debut author, as well as you'll sometimes find books from really popular authors. So I love this aspect of it because this becomes a way for me to find new books for my own TBR. So I'm usually picking 1 or 2 each month anyway, but I often add others that they select to my TBR because they do such an incredible job finding buzzworthy books that I know are going to be incredible reads. You truly never know what's going to show up in the selections each month, but typically you'll find something like a thriller, maybe a romance novel, a historical fiction, literary fiction, or some type of contemporary fiction. It kind of seem to be their most common genres, and then they'll throw in a lot of other books throughout the year as well. I really like that they value a lot of different diversity in their book selections. So again, it helps kind of put books on people's radars that might not have been there otherwise, but they also value books that many readers are going to love. So like I mentioned, some of the popular authors like Kristen Hanna, you know her book is going to be on there, or Abby Jimenez, you can always find her newest romance in Book of the Month. So it's a chance for readers to support authors that they know and love, as well as get a chance to read some newer authors that they might not have heard of. In addition to these like 5 to 7 main selections, they also have a selection of add-ons that you can add to your box for only $11 a book. This is a great value that not many people talk about, but if you use your credit on a book, like I said, you get the option of including, I think, up to two or three add-ons each month. And again, these are only charged at $11 per book. For your add-on, you can choose any book that has previously been in the Book of the Month box as a main selection, if it's still available, or they kind of have a selection of spotlight titles or add-ons, which are additional books that might be coming out recently or were recently published that were maybe in the running for the main selections but didn't get picked as like the main 5 to 7. So this is where I find a lot of other books that I really want to read. And sometimes my favorite authors show up in like the add-ons or the spotlight section. I love that it costs way less to add on an extra book. And I mean, when you're only paying $11 for a brand new hardcover, you are getting an excellent deal because you are never going to find that like on Amazon or at Target, even when these things go on sale. As for what's actually included in your Book of the Month subscription, so when you sign up for these monthly credits, you basically get the option to select a hardcover book or use your credit on an audiobook each month. And that's pretty much it. So you're not going to find all the other frills and fancy things that you might get from other book subscription boxes. And if you're interested in those, I do have a list. I'll put the link down below to a bunch of other book subscription boxes that have a lot of extra gifts and things in them. But this is part of what keeps Book of the Month so cheap, is that they focus just on great books. When your little blue box arrives, you'll find your hardcover book inside, as well as a little bookmark that they include that usually has kind of a cheeky phrase or a bookish related phrase on it. I end up using those all the time, so that's a nice little extra addition. But that's it. That's all you're going to get in your box each month. One of the nice things about these hardcovers, though, is that they do have that special Book of the Month logo, so it kind of sets them apart on your bookshelf. So you can see, like, here's an Abby Jimenez one. It has that little Book of the Month logo. Sometimes they'll have specially designed covers as well, but they've become sort of a collector item on people's shelves because I'll admit, like, having all of your Book of the Month books lined up together on your shelf looks amazing together. There are also a few bonuses that are available if you want to pursue those. So one of them is part of the reading challenge. So each year on their app, they've started to develop this kind of quote unquote reading challenge where you can input the books that you've read through Book of the Month and add your little mini reviews and work towards goals within this reading challenge. If you end up completing the different goals, you'll get these little badges in the app. And usually at the very end of the year, there will be a little prize that you get for completing the entire reading challenge. So in the past, I've gotten like a really cute little stuffed bear that kind of has a Book of the Month logo on it. And last year, I think I got a baseball hat that had Book of the Month on it or some sort of bookish phrase. So they're small items, but it's nice to get something extra with your box, like basically for no extra cost, just for participating in the reading challenge. They also have some incentives for longer term users. So like I mentioned, with that 12-month plan, you will get a discount on the cost of the subscription. But if you have 12 months of Book of the Month, you also become one of their BFF members. This has some serious perks. So if you're a BFF, if you've been part of Book of the Month for at least 12 months, you get an extra free book on your birthday month, as well as a free book at the end of the year for one of their selections for the best book of the year. So when they announce their Book of the Year finalists, I think there's usually 5, you can choose one of those 5 books for free. So once you've hit that BFF status, I think it stays with you for life. It's not something that you have to kind of earn each year, because I've been a BFF probably since my first year and haven't had to do anything to reinstate it. So you just automatically get 2 extra free books per year. Plus, another little bonus that they offer is the referral program. So like I mentioned, with my referral, you'll get your first book for $5. As a result of that, I also get an extra credit. And this is available to anyone. So once you're logged into the Book of the Month app or the website, you'll see an option to refer a friend, and they will give you a link to send to them. So that person gets a chance to get their first book for only $5. And anyone who signs up through your link gives you an extra free credit to use, which in turn can be used for a free book or free add-on or free audiobook. It's one of the simplest referral programs out there and is a great way to share your love of Book of the Month while also maybe getting a few extra free books in the process. The last topic I quickly want to cover is their customer service. This is something that has gotten a lot better over the years. It wasn't great when it first started out, and I had heard a lot of complaints about how difficult it was to cancel the subscription. You always had to get someone on the phone or make sure you're reaching out to the right person. But I promise things have gotten a lot better. Now their customer service is very easy to get a hold of, whether through email or I think through the app. There's also a lot more that you can do yourself with your account through the app or the website as well. So before I used to have to like email or call someone to cancel or extend my subscription, but now that's all things that I can do through the app. So in the past, when have had to contact customer service, whether for like some small issue or questions about my account, I've had a really good experience with them, but they've made it even better over the past year or two because there's so much that you can do on your own. And then just to quickly wrap up all my thoughts, I know there are a ton of book subscription boxes out there. I feel like this industry has just blown up in the past 5 years, but I can still count on this one as one of my all time favorites and one of the best run and best selections that you'll find out there. It is also one of the cheapest options because that brand new hardcover book, you're always going to get a discount on that at only $16 a month, or like I said, $11 if you're adding an extra book into your box. Without all the extra frills and extra things that you can get, it makes shipping cheaper. So overall, you're paying a very low price for an excellent high quality book. It's great for any type of reader and also makes a great gift because you do get to choose your own books. So you know you're not wasting money on something that you're not actually going to read. My 5 quick reasons why I think you should try this book subscription box are that it's insanely cheap. So again, only $16 a month is way less than what you'll pay for a lot of other book boxes out there. 2, you can easily skip months to ensure that you are only picking books that you know you're going to read. Or if you want to just extend the period a little bit of time and save some money by only getting a book every other month, it's very easy to do that as well. 3, in the past year or two, this has changed. They used to only have like maybe 4 or 5 books that you could pick from each month. But since they've expanded that to have at least like 5 to 7 plus the add-ons, the selection is so much better and makes the overall book box that much better too. 4, their renewed focus on diversity and highlighting a bunch of different authors has made their selection more exciting and overall I think made this book box a lot better. And 5 is a fun one, but I just cannot deny that these books look amazing on your bookshelf. I adore the cute little logo and the way they all are so colorful and look amazing together. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried this book box before or if it's something you're interested. Let me know if you have any questions either, and I will be more than happy to answer them. And stay tuned for more bookish reviews in the future.